factorial expressions. A factorial expression is basically you're going to take the number times every number smaller than that down to 1. If I'm doing 8 factorial, it means I'm taking 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Now, they want to make your work a little shorter. If I think about 8 factorial divided by 5 factorial, 8 factorial would be 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 factorial, right? The 5 factorials could cancel each other out there. If I have it the other way around, I have 8 over 10. The 10 is bigger. I'd have 10 times 9 times 8 factorial. So the 8 factorials could cancel each other out. Because you probably don't want to have to go 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 and then do it again. So if I can take my values here and start with the bigger one until I reach that smaller one, then I can cancel out the smaller one. So we're going to calculate on the top. If we do 8 times 7 times 6, we would get 336. On the bottom, we just have 10 times 9, which is 90. And then we have to reduce our fraction down to simplest form. So if we reduce that down, we're going to get
maybe 3.
We can divide by 3, yep.
Maybe 3 is a whole number. And
If I divide by 3, I'm going to get 112 over 30, right? But I can reduce that some more.
I'm not following. 10. Oh wait. I don't know if you can do 10 without getting a decimal, right? I'm going to keep it
No,
a whole
because that
number.
on 3 goes into 112, does it? But 2 goes into both of them. I can divide by 2,
Yeah.
right?
So 56 over 15.
And then I think we're stuck. All right. So, if I have 8 factorial divided by 5 factorial, 8 factorial means I'm going to do 8 times 7 times 6 times 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 factorial would be 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So what we did is took the bigger number, started listing our values until we hit the bottom one, because then we could cancel. On the second fraction, the 10 was bigger than the 8. So I started with the 10. 10, 9, 8, and then I could cancel out my 8s. So then we just multiplied the top and the bottom and simplified our fraction. Now we probably could have simplified our fraction here before we multiplied. We could have reduced the 8 with the 10 and so forth and made it a little easier. So on number 5, 11 factorial is bigger than 8 factorial. So we're going to say 11 times 10 times 9 times that 8 factorial, which is then going to cancel out, right? On the other one, we have 7 and 6. Well, we would have 7 times 6 factorial, and the 6 factorial is going to cancel out. So what we end up with is 11 times 10 times 9 times the 7 from the other one, right? Which gave you
6,930.
6,930, nothing left on the bottom. So on number 6, notice here the 8 is the bigger one, right? So I'm going to make that 8 times 7 factorial, which is going to cancel out my 7 factorials. If I simplify that first part of that fraction, I'm just going to have the 8. If I have the 11 with the 8, I'm going to say 11 times 10 times 9 times that 8 factorial that I'm going to be able to cancel out. So on the top of my fraction, I have 11 times 10 times 9. 990. On the bottom, I just have an 8, and then I want to reduce my fraction down. I know I can divide by 2 anyway. 495 over 4. Can't simplify it any further than that.